Hello everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So this reading is going to be all about your person. We're going to find out why are they holding back. If you're suspecting they're holding back, we're going to get all the information that we can. So we have 3 piles from the left to right. Pause if you need a little longer. Pick the one which calls your name the most. And I'm going to start with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You chose the card of Ignite Passion. So this will be your reading on why is your person holding back. I get a sense of like wanting some level of ground footedness or like ground footing in life. I almost wonder if this person thought that they were good at relationships or commitment, but they're finding out some sort of difficulty in expressing maybe where they lack. And where they lack could either be that I wonder if they've made it to be bigger than it is, like a mole, like a mountain out of a mole, or something like that. The devil. So this person feels very. I'm hearing like riddled. I'm also hearing ridiculed. I feel like this person feels very riddled with their thoughts or whatever took place between you last. There's a level of like complacency, conflict, or like confusion about what like how could something so small blow up. That's what I'm really feeling this person is saying. The Hermit and the Eight of Swords. I feel that there's something that they're having to take care of in their personal life. It seems like a healing wound, something that this person is definitely like getting past. For some of you, I feel like if you were drawn to the second pile, you should watch that. I feel like you should watch the second pile. I'm not sure what will be there yet because I go in a chronological order. So yeah, Hermit is Virgo, Devil is Capricorn. Something that this person does or did in the past was made felt to be of no importance. Like I don't know if it seems like a very stereotypical situation where I saw this reel and I'm being reminded of what was quoted in that reel, and it said that men aren't taught how to be men, they're taught how to not be women. And it's not in a way where I'm demeaning the statement or the opposite gender. I'm kind of realizing where it seems like this person, especially if they're a man, even if they're a woman, this reading is gender non-specific, my bad. It seems that there's this situation where this person may have been purposely pushed by the females in their life where they felt like their needs were shut down. Like this could be someone that was, and I feel that there's a specific tone of like with ex romantic partners, like women that they've been with have made them feel like they should be the man and they should bear all the weight or burden of the relationship or something. Like they were not allowed to talk about emotional aspects that bothered them about the situation. So there's something very suppressed where now they don't know how to really communicate because for the longest time they were made felt. It seems like a teenage affair or something of that sort. We have the second house. Physical security, possessions, material values, and self worth. So it definitely relates with someone who was shut down and told multiple times, like, whatever you're asking for, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, cater to me. So I feel that this person, in some shape or form, has been, I guess, bullied or manipulated so much that, you see, like, this is also a healing card. Like, I'm healing the image. Forget about what it really says. It's Eight of Swords. I'm understanding that my needs matter. Dilettante. Light attribute delights in the arts without having to be professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. It's like, uh, there's always this energy of like how I'm going to talk a little bit about the vanity of life. How people are going to move around in life, and I feel like all of us do that, like including me. We don't realize when we ridicule someone because we have a level of stereotype that exists. And it's not just about like, I'd say that I really want to go with the word sexist, like certain sexist comments that we all make because we all are born with this very core, conditioning patterns, and we all do this. It conflicts with our liberal thoughts as well as the ones that bring us conformity. Like, our mind wants structure, right? So there's something about this where this person just felt like their emotions don't matter. And that's what I see as breaking down, because it's a vital part of them realizing what do they really want in a relationship. And maybe you're able to understand what I'm trying to communicate. If a person, this person, the one that you're talking about, doesn't know that they're allowed to have needs, how they're going to tell you that you have needs? And it has a domino effect. Like, them not knowing their needs is like numbing themselves out. So they don't know what type of person do they really need. If they don't know what's compatibility and incompatibility, what are things you can work with another person, what are things you can work within yourselves, and what's just being with an incompatible person, and then the secondary consideration comes into place about, well, you also got needs, right? So when somebody is, all I'm trying to say in a very elaborative manner, which is much needed to explain my point, that there's this description of, well, if I don't understand my needs, how am I going to take care of or understand yours? So this process goes a lot more deeper than just about you, but it's not that it's just about them. I feel like they're taking different things into consideration. I'm very intrigued by this person's thought process, as a personal, I guess it's like, personally they've piqued my interest, because I'm like, yeah, like, never really thought about it. Like, even I do sometimes just naturally think about men in a way in which they should be, but I forget that there's a level of like sensitivity or humanity you sometimes rob them of because of structure and like reliability that you're looking in them, that you forget that they're humans at the end of the day, right? There's some sort of like a light and dark aspect over here that's being explained, or like something is being freed from their soul. It could be a chiron energy, because I did see the eighth house. It's gone, but the Eight of Cups in reverse. This person doesn't know it yet, but Spirit's telling you that for the longest time they've chosen very incompatible partners. And that has actually scarred them and made them believe that they're not good enough, or they've got, specifically, I'm hearing like they've got bad relationships, bad luck in relationships. We have the shadow attribute of father, dictatorial control, abuse of authority. There's something that took place particularly with them, perhaps, I guess, indefinitely from their father figure. It's not important, but you'd be surprised to know how many times like mothers also suppress. But I guess if somebody's been through that, they wouldn't be surprised. Um, it's based off with root chakra, so it's possible this person has subjectively pulled back from you. They're just not interested in talking to you right now. Oh shit, why did I say it like that? I think maybe they're coming across to be really mean, but the energy that I've been channeling is like they've put up a wall against everyone, and especially women, because right now their pain is louder than logical reasoning. That's really what I'm gonna um, leave it at. I don't think I can justify it, but this is why they're holding back. Like, there's some sort of past injustice. I feel like it's more like it happened to them that they're processing right now, because we started off with the devil. Like, this is like I'm consumed with it. Like, everybody get away from me. I got a knife out. Like, I can't bear any more pain. And so the wound, I'm seeing the wound dry up, and this person's like still not getting any sort of like logical reasoning. It's like the pain is just leading the show. It's like gonna talk to you. So there's also something about like maybe don't poke the bear if you can help it. Don't, because there's a possibility they might say something rude to you. We do have double eights over here. I'm not saying 100% that all of you are going to get a very rude response, but I do feel that most likely to happen. Like, somebody is going to deflect your sensitivity because they're trying to hold that for themselves. I need to take a step back and reevaluate the situation. For some of you, there's this energy of like you still want to poke the bear. You can't seem to be left or stay alone without this person. That's what I'm feeling. I ghosted you because I can't be held accountable for my actions, and you trigger parts within me that I don't want to face. I keep thinking about reaching out. So I feel like you've been picking up on this energy. If you're watching different tarot readings and they want to reach out, they haven't, and you're quite confused. And I think this is one situation you will have to like learn how to surrender, because ultimately that even though you're watching all of these tarot readings, that you're getting a lot of good information, and I'm pretty sure that they do help you, but it may be assisting you to stay in a loop. It's enabling, I don't know if I'd say escapism. I'd say there's something that maybe your body wants to rest. It's not that you want to be feeling so hooked onto it, but there's something that your body is communicating so that it can stop feeling like it needs to look at where this person's at so that you can rest in your own life. Does that make sense? Like, the neediness wants to be resolved. It's a natural process. I wish we met at a different time in our lives. Okay, so pile number one, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number two. You chose the card of new doors are always opening for me. So we're going to find out about this person. I get an immediate energy of this person being very enthusiastic about talking to you, reconciling with you. Seems like they've cracked the code for something or a certain pattern in their life about unavailability. They feel more enthusiastic, and they feel like they're in a more approachable state. This person has been making their way through a metaphorical road that was like there was a cave that they had to make their way through. You know, the most cinematic like view that they take in movies when there's like a great shoot happening in like Italy or Spain somewhere, and there's like a side of a mountain and they're gonna shoot it from there, and there's like a sports car or a vintage car that the couple is driving through, and then they go through this cave. It's that type of cave, or like a tunnel, not a cave, my bad. And it's like that's what I'm seeing. Like, this person's trying to make their way through that to you. But the the tunnel was like full of rocks, and this person had to take their time to pull out each and every rock. But it's not that they had to pull out each and every rock. It seems like some sort of mysterious way in which this person had to mentally figure out a way to see how they feel about the situation and release that energy and make sense of what's happening to them. And the rocks were being removed by themselves. Like, this person did not put any physical labor. It seems more like mental or spiritual labor that was being performed over here in their scenario. So I feel like, and it's not a coincidence that they took that example, because it's literally right here. I feel that they want to. There's a burst of like heart chakra energy, like emotions. I wonder if this person's love language is, if their love language is, why am I lagging? If their love language is exchange of gifts, there's a, I guess there's like flashbacks of how good it used to be or what went wrong as well. We have the strength. So, oh, I'm hearing the song. Suddenly I see why the hell you mean so much to me. It's one song that's been like blasting up on Instagram or something, like trending audios. And I'm hearing like suddenly I see, like suddenly I fucking see it, like why my past relationships weren't working. And there's a newfound optimism in this person's energy. I don't know if they like meditate or they pray, but it seems like someone who's definitely developed like more faith in the universe. Or I think I'm gonna say that they're opening up. No, it generally feels like someone who has an existing relationship with the universe, and they're like leaning into it, and the situation or whatever happened, like there are 10,000 things that happened with them which really made them feel like I'm being focused upon, like the universe sees me. That's the type of energy that I'm picking up. And I'm hearing for some of you it's going to be hard for you to like picture that, or you're going to like kind of dismiss it because it's a general reading. I'm hearing that very specifically. And it's probably because you can't see like how meticulously the universe works in all of our lives. And we're all like the same, and we're all interconnected. Like, how do I say, it's like a very profound thought. Like, we're reflections of each other and we are the universe. So how can we be less important or more important to the universe? It's like loving someone more or less than, but in fact the universe loves all of us so much because we are universe, it is us. So love still exists, but it's the way that we view ourselves that makes us feel like we're being loved not that much. It's, yeah, it's very deep. And there's something about this situation that, I guess it's a concept about like I am enough. I am enough. That's what I'm hearing. Like, I'm hearing it with a little bit of sass, like I am enough. I was enough all along. I'm hearing this quote, and I feel like this reading is not just about this person, it's trying to talk to you as well. Maybe it's focusing on why this person has been holding back or what happened with them, but the universe wants to communicate something to you as well through the medium of this reading, that it does not love anybody else more or less than you. Like, I'd say that it loves you a lot, like shit a lot, but you got to love yourself enough and shit a lot to see how much the universe really loves you. That makes me really emotional, because all of us struggle with that feeling, like, am I enough, am I being loved, like, am I that special, and things like that. Like, do I matter? And yes, you do, but like you forget, or you've been through like bad things that make you forget that. And we have the magician in reverse. Like, I felt powerless for the longest time. I see this person like talking to someone or just themselves, but seems like two guys talking like, bro, I really felt like I went through like hell and back. Like, um there's a dialogue that's happening in a very masculine voice or between two masculine energies, which seems like, and it could just be a conversation. Like for some of you, this person like has a lot of healing going on in their dream state, but there's just an energy, whatever it fits. Like, bro, I went through hell and back, and like, she didn't call, she didn't take my disrespect. Like, I keep checking up my phone and there's like no message. Like, damn, like she's tough. And I guess maybe I really did fuck up, because like women usually do come back, and I don't know. I'm scared she's gonna find another man. Like, I gotta really man up. And I'm seeing this person like put on their silver rings. Somebody's putting on like silver rings. And for some of you, this person specifically has a red ink tattoo. So we have the page. Oh, we have 3 cards. We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. I really feel that whatever happened with them was a huge fucking awakening. Like, it really took them from, hell and back. And there is this feeling where, like, I never got to tell anyone how deeply I felt for her. I didn't tell it to my guy friends or like my sister. Some of you, this person's really close to his sister. I feel like this person has been preparing a message. They have this whole fantasy that they want to play out, and they're scared. What if it flatlines? Eight of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of energy that comes towards you if you suspect at specific points or time in your day where you're constantly thinking of them, or you're trying to do something and you're pushing their thoughts away, and there's still energy coming and you're thinking of them. It's definitely coming from them. And I say that in a very brief, precise manner. If you're looking for the answer just right now, then this person has been holding back because the universe kept them away from you. For very good reasons. Seems like there was a lot of transformation, and it was not just about you and your connection and the benefit of it. It seems like a very cataclysmic connection, which I don't think that the purpose of it is right now to talk about the fate of this connection, because I feel like that's what you really question. Like, you want some sort of direction, and I feel like if this person is not clear in who they are, for a lot of you that are watching this from pile number 1, you're going to see where this continues, right? Because it's like somebody who doesn't know themselves, you're always going to feel indecisive with them. Like, if they don't know what they're doing in a relationship, you're always going to question, like, what am I doing here? You're not never going to feel that safety and rest and trust. This is very important. When you have trust, you're able to rest and relax. When you don't have trust, whatever situation, person, yourself, you're not able to relax, and that's where your feet start tapping. You have anxiety. You're like doing all sorts of shit. You're getting bangs done because you're like, it's like really messing me up inside. I need something to control. I need something to control. When you can't control somebody's trauma, and I'm picking up on a past timeline, it either could be another relationship that you went through really shitty things with another person, or it's like with this person in the past, like, you're gonna look for something to control in the physical. So you're gonna scold them, you're gonna yell at them, you're gonna tell them that they're hurting you, they're really, really making you miserable. But in reality, what you're looking for is to like lose control, because you know that this person needs to go away for a while to fix themselves. And this type of change doesn't take place like in less than like 5 to 6 weeks or like even months. Like, it depends on the type of intensity and the trauma that we're really dealing with, because energy work takes a lot from you. And when somebody's going through a lot of changes in their life, either you've been in an existing long lasting relationship, but sometimes like there's so many variables to the situation, you know. It ultimately really uh depends on what type of person you are. If you believe in what is happening will happen, like it's destined to happen, and the other type of person that exists is the one that thinks like we are a sum of the choices that we make, you know. So I wouldn't say that the latter one is more logical. It seems more logical, but it's more like rational based, like they need concrete evidence to make decisions. And the former one is based off faith in a retrospective manner. Like we say that, oh, whatever God's will is will happen in my life. And the secondary one is like, okay, these are the choices in front of me, and this is what I'm gonna do about it. And I feel like this person is possibly the rational one, because they need like data to, I'm gonna say, work upon. It's not always like fear based, but yeah, they do like some sort of grip over their decisions. So we have slave, light attributes are, oh, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. So I think what the plot twist over here is, I'm gonna really say this and I hope I don't hurt your feelings, but this situation, like, it's not focused on you. The way I'm reading this energy, it's not about you. It's the energy that I'm picking up, or the guidance that I'm getting, or just the way that I'm feeling this energy is very much focused on what has happened with them. And I mean that in a very good way, a very, very positive manner. Like, it's really brought out, I'm going to say, the colors in their life, or you know, when you're painting something and then you add a little bit of something, 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 and then it really brings the whole painting together. It brings out the colors in it. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Like, they were pale and now they've got contrast. So there seems like some sort of life that was spoken into them, like because of whatever they went through. And um I'm hearing, thanks to your connection, it's been life changing for them. It's really like something like help them open up to themselves and their own value, that they do matter. And I believe that this is what it is. Like, it's really not coming, something is like being translated as it's about you. It's not about you, it's about what's going on with them. And I feel like why they're holding back, because like I feel like for the first time this person is like able to understand what it really means to put themselves first. I don't know what's your equation with them, if it's like some sort of karma balance, like they have to come back and apologize, or you have to apologize, or there needs to be a conversation, there needs to be making up or mending. It seems like it's a lot about them. I know that's a catch, like, oh, so you're just gonna focus on yourself. Like, I think that there's something that I'm hearing that may be a bit mean. It's like I'm hearing that it's a place where both of you have to learn to manage what has been the outcome of your acquaintance or experience with each other at this given point. The Seven of Cups. Lucky. It's like I see this person, they're still there in the background, but there's a lot more that's been happening. Like, I've been really taking care of myself. Something I heard about Yoni's team. Like, I think time is going to tell. And I really don't think I can say about like where the situation is going and give you more definitive answers about this situation. I really feel that the only thing I can say is like time is gonna unfold what really goes on in this. And I know that me in the in between situation is really, really uncomfortable, but you're really learning something. You're the one for me. You're worth it all. I don't think you will like me for who I am. This is our fear. Like, am I enough? Just the way I am. I downplay my feelings for you. Okay, so pile number 2. This was your reading. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. You choose this beautiful sunset card. It says you are not alone. So there's defensiveness. I wonder if this person is not ready to take accountability for how they have contributed to the situation. Some of you, this person cheated on you or deceived you or manipulated you. Um, their intentions. I'm hearing flawed human being. I'm seeing Scarface, the movie. We have Neptune, Dream, and Transcend. I feel that this person carries deep, deep, deep feelings in love. I'm hearing Al Pacino. Yeah, I keep seeing his face. It's like there's fear and there's sweetness and there's sorrow and there's real emotion behind their eyes, there's tears, but the body is so defensive. Like, eyes are the gateway to the soul. They can see the softness in your eyes, they've seen how they've maybe hurt you, they see the toxicity or the unhealthiness or like this I'm bound to come back type of an energy in this connection, but they're very I wonder if this person like strung you along because they do that to themselves. They treated you in the way in which that they treat themselves. So whatever they did, just know that they do that to themselves. And it has come to light that it's very unhealthy. So there's something about this person realizing that the moment you cut them out or you became defensive, because I don't think that somebody has really questioned them the way that you did. Some of you, you were very, very like cutthroat about it. Some of you, you were very soft about it. And I guess it just really made this person question. Like for the ones that were a bit more on the confrontational but sweeter side, I don't know. This person felt really bad about it, but I keep hearing something about like an address, like in their fantasies, they're thinking about a happy home and like settling down. Like, I want to get married to this one. We have the wheel, upright reverse. So they're like kind of blaming it on timing, where I feel like they need to have the confrontational talk with themselves. It seems kind of like a situation where there was an opportunity to heal, and this person, I feel like, did not take it. We have death, yeah, big cars over here, big energies. I'd say that the wheel is something that's like encompassing of time and healing as well. Like, time moves on, are we going to move with time? There's something about survival. Like, I became like this at one point because I had to, like, people were taking advantage of me. Oh, five of cups loss as well. I became like this because I had to, people were taking advantage of me. But like now, the walls that I've built are caging me inside. So I'm just wondering what this person did. How did they approach you? Because there's a layer of like the feelings being very real. That's why I'm seeing this, like the Scarface reference. I could really take a bullet for you rather than tell you exactly how I feel. Like the physical impact of it is relatively 1,000 times easier than it is to face how weak I feel inside sometimes. So I think that they're lacking that emotional safety within their body. This could be someone that drinks or really knows how to numb themselves out so that they don't have to think about, what's really going on with them. There's a very scared inner child. I think this person doesn't know how to process feelings as an adult. So the inner child is still running the show, and it seems like it's not really going to change anytime soon. Um, I know it sounds quite sour to hear that, like, But there is this energy, and I feel a bit hesitant because I don't know if it's like collectively both of your energies that you just don't want to accept that somebody is refusing to grow. And you know what happens? Like, we're comfortable saying that this person doesn't want to grow there, but then you look at yourself and you're like, are you completely okay in like outgrowing them as well because they're not growing? That's where you get ownership for your life instead of just being like, they're not showing up for me. So the question comes back to, like, well, are you creating safety for yourself when somebody else is not capable of showing up for you? Are you respecting whatever they're doing for their life? See, a good way of like being in acceptance of what the situation is, which is the real zen guidance of life, is not in like how many times am I going to sit and meditate, oh my cards fell. It's about making peace with a situation that's not changing according to you. I dropped a couple of cards, so let's see how do we place them here. We have the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Like, I'm gonna say that it's not a lack of feelings. There's like a lot of feelings, like there's deep love over here. It's also the kind of love that like paralyzes them with fear. Like, can I really do this? I'm hearing this song, Can I Touch You by Michael Bublé. Can I touch you there? There's something about like I guess consensual sexual intimacy or something like that. There's like softness, but there's roughness in this person. Like, they could be a really manly man, but they've got like a bit of like, yeah, they've got the concept of maybe the genetic masculinity that most men do, like toughness, and that toughness tends to like kill them, and that's why they don't find good women, or like women that are sensitive in the way in which they want to be loved, because they're like, they've built this cage around their toughness. So this person finds themselves caged in their own concepts, and a lot of it is just like what they usually see in their fathers. I feel like this person is deeply insecure. Like, you don't really know how insecure they are. Like, this could be the type of person that has potential capabilities of being like, don't wear that, don't do that. Like, who you're trying to seduce. Like, their mind makes a mountain out of a mole type of situation. Like, I guess they get like really insecure. That's what I'm saying. Like, they get insecure and possessive, and then like, who you wearing that for? Like, why do you have to wear that? Like, you're trying to get male validation. That's the type of energy that I'm picking up. Imbalance, point of tension, power struggle, opposition. Like, they always got to have the upper hand. They're cool as cucumber. They're very affectionate. I feel this person's love language might be literally money. Like, I want to splurge and I want to give. Um, but then they become like, I don't know. There's like some sort of manipulation as well at their end. Like, oh, so I'm paying for your bills, or like I'm paying for all of that, so I have some level of power. And then again, that comes from parental figures. Like, if parents talk about it like that, like, I pay for all of this, or like, my house and my rules, you got to live by them. Like, something about a bit of like twisted ownership that this person thinks about. Like, if that's my woman, she's not gonna dress up like that, she's not gonna be around men. It's There's a way of healthy communication and healthy boundaries, and there's a way of like being like, this is my property, you know seems like a level of mix of orthodox, and most people don't even realize that a lot of religion teaches people how to like cage women, or like how menstrual cycles, or like I'd say body positivity, or their sensuality responds to impurity. Like, it robs women of pleasure, and it's something about this where man-made rules, I'd say, like, this person, I think one of them, I'd say, is that they know that they're deeply insecure, and they can get very toxic about that. it's not a good look on them. And I think that they're hiding how bad it can get with them. Five of Cups. Like he's undressing or he's dressing her up. So they're okay with, see, the nun, like I'm talking about some sort of positivity over here that's like toxic. Um the Queen of Pentacles, no, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords. I think you don't know how, I think I'd have to use the word, like it seems a bit misogynistic. And my point over here is not to just like aim on men, because again, like all of us somewhere are, we become misogynistic, or we're not outwardly trying to be that. I'm not justifying this person, but it's like maybe I'd say the word patriarchy, because like we've been taught all of that, and it takes a lot of like separation from what we've been taught. And like this is not someone that has found their individuality, so it doesn't really, it's not a personal comment on how liberal and individualistic you really are. I'm just talking about this person. For some of you, you attracted this person from a place of having a mother wound, like proper intimacy and the commitment shenanigans. I'd say that the biggest fear that holds them back, and I don't think that the universe is holding this person back or you both away from each other. I do feel that the universe is giving you very clear signs that you can do better. And that's why they keep reminding me, like, well, you're like pointing fingers at this person, like they're not changing, but then there's like four or three pointing back at you because like you're not somewhere willing to let go of them. And that's again, it's like take it or leave it situation. Like maybe you are trying to move on from them, right? But I think that there needs to be more conscious of effort to be put in if you're looking to move on, because there's like you anyways will have to loosen your grip on this person. It seems like your actions or your like ways of trying to lower this person, and somebody, I'm seeing you change your WhatsApp displays, or like doing some sort of like something you're doing indirectly to like lure them back in, like maybe posting more selfies or something. I don't know. It's a primal way of a woman that she indicates to a man that, you know, she's interested, she does like indirect things, or she plays with her hair, you know, all sorts of things that we know about. You're trying to lure him in, but you're not realizing that he's not on your level. So the question is not about like trying to lure him in. The question is about like raising your definition of what you really deserve. Inner balance, create balance between mind, body, and spirit. Balance is key in all avenues. So I'd say that this person is like pretty occupied. I heard occupado, and I'm seeing somebody like taking a huge dump, like struggling with it. And it seems like this person is struggling to purge the concepts that they've adapted. I'd say that in their eyes, you're pure, you're perfect. I don't necessarily like what this stands for in accommodation with the reading, because I don't think that they see purity as an epitome of femininity. I think they see purity as like a trophy. Yeah, man, like I'm hearing something about like how certain men want to have fun with women, loads of women before they settle down. But for the women that they want to marry, they want her to be a virtuous woman. That's the double standard that I'm talking about. Like there's something of that sorts I'm really picking up over here. What is it? There's something about your character that this person thinks about. I'm not saying that they're a bad person. I think I'm tapping into the parts of like very deep conditioning that a lot of people have, you know. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, see, I was like, they're deeply insecure around you. I think that it was fine when you started off, but it became quite inevitable and very evident. I don't think you've seen to the way in which this person is possible of like becoming possessive and crazy. Um, it seems problematic. Yeah, I'm seeing an orange-ish red flag. Like it's probably close to that. I think it's like the heart might be in the right place, the intention might be, but the behavior, that's the issue. It's not about how this person wants to purposely sabotage, it's what they end up doing. You're different than others I've been with. I like spending time with you. I'm not over how things went down in my past. I need more time to myself. Scared of getting hurt again. Okay, so pile number 3, this was your reading. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye.